anything under the ground that is holding up the golf course, it's paramount. And it's not so much understanding as I think it is appreciating. There are members and people that live on golf courses that don't even realize that there's miles of pipe underneath the golf course. To them, it's just a bunch of grass and it's on a rolling ground. And so I think that it starts with appreciating.
To make infrastructure more interesting to Green Committee people and to the members in general is to personalize it. How does your house function behind its walls? If you had no plumbing, what would you do? If you had no electricity, what would you do? Do you know how the cable works? All of those things are very similar out on a golf course. If you don't have what's hidden available to you, you miss it, and it's important.
I'm a drainage geek, I guess. That's what you try to do on plans. Drainage systems can just become a big mess. Again, it's the details. Well, how do you do it around the catch basin to make sure that's not soggy? There is such a thing as self-cleansing velocity, putting the pipe at enough pitch that the pipe just doesn't clog up and get solid. So, you could spend several $100,000 on drainage. Using a little bit of engineering know-how to get those things size and slope. And I just see so many contractors, just set the trencher at 2 feet deep and go, and you can't do it. You need to do a little bit more engineering to make it last the full life.
They're hard to sell, but they're absolutely critical. Irrigation's a difficult one because it's expensive. If you're gonna replace an irrigation system, it costs a lot of money. And so a lot of times if you're gonna do infrastructure improvements, what I always try to tell the club is do something else. Doesn't have to be big, but do something else that you can throw in there that will help you market it. Because people aren't gonna get excited about, well, we're redoing the cart pass. How many memberships are you gonna sell because you got a nice cart pass? I don't think very many. So if you can throw a little something in there that's maybe it's a little bit of a bunker project or a tee renovation or something that's not as expensive as doing a greens complex or something, it can be very, very helpful. But you've got to address those issues, and every one of those systems has a shelf life. Again, that's a great part of a master plan. Maybe in 20 years you need to look at redoing your greens, and in 15 you need to talk about irrigation. And you can structure those and plan for them both from a budget standpoint, but also from an approval standpoint.
It's really important to sell it in terms of the benefit to the golfer as opposed to the benefit of the superintendent.